get it, some inspiring. Peace and quiet, I'm running from the sirens. They ain't been around, but they know about where I've been. Had to put the time in to let them know
It's game time. Welcome back to New Paltz Sports Network, everyone. Your home for all athletic news, information, and updates for your New Paltz Hawks. I'm your host, Michael Ascanio. I'm a senior here, and I'm the center fielder on the baseball team. Every Monday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. on WFNP 88.7 FM, we will dive into the journeys of our NCAA athletes from various sports here at SUNY New Paltz. I'll be bringing on student athletes here to have conversations to really get to know and give them the platform to share their experiences while playing here. So that's what to expect. I'm excited, and I'll get right into it. And we're live in the studio for the 6th episode. Welcome, everyone. We have a huge guest in the house today. She's an absolute baller, and I'm excited to introduce her. But first, I just want to update everyone. We only have 2 games on campus this week at home. So on Wednesday, October 16th, women's soccer is looking to stay hot against SUNY Plattsburgh. They play at 3 p.m. at the South Turf, and that's going to be a huge game in the SUNYAC. And on Saturday, October 19th, men's soccer, it's their senior day versus Buff State at 1 p.m. on the South Turf as well. So everyone come slide, come support. We're hitting the home stretch now in the season, and these games are going to be real good. So everyone's got to come pack out these games. All right. So to kick off this 6th segment in the Hawks hot seat, she was named the SUNYAC Offensive Player of the Year and was first-team All-Conference and All-Region. Had a record-breaking season with 12 goals, 7 assists, and scored 31 points to lead the team. And she's a baller in the classroom, being named SUNYAC Women's Soccer Scholar Athlete of the Year, as well as the College Sports Communicators Academic All-District Team. She's breaking records left and right and is an absolute force for your New Paltz women's soccer team. Let me welcome senior forward and captain from Belmore, New York, number 25, Rachel Eisert. What's going on?
Thank you for having me.
No, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank
exciting.
you. So now, before we get into it, be sure to check out at New Paltz Hawks on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X for all game content and news. You guys know the deal. You can check out the photo gallery, game stats, game clips, and any other important information. You can also check out Rachel and her teammates' pictures in the galleries and see all the dope flicks that Monica, Kate, and even Ethan Scully take throughout the weeks. So be sure to check that out. So we're going to get right into it. Today we'll be doing some more in-depth questions, then rapid fire, and we'll finish off with some trivia for the first time. But before we do that, we're going to do a quick PSA break so we could have time for everything. We'll be right back.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music.
This is Mommy's jam.
Then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Feed HV is a program administered by Hudson Valley Agribusiness Development Corporation, a nonprofit organization working throughout 7 counties in the Hudson Valley to rescue excess food. And this year alone, Feed HV has saved more than 65,000 pounds of food from generous donors for food assistance agencies that would have otherwise gone to waste. This year, Feed HV has had an increase in food donations and needs additional volunteer help. If you are interested in joining as a volunteer, donor, or recipient feeding agency, visit feedhv.org for details.
Brought to you by Feed HV and WFNP 88.7 Rosendale.
All right, we're back. So let's get right into it. Rachel, so as a scholar athlete and the women's scholar athlete of 2023, you have a lot on your plate. How do you manage the pressure of excelling in both academics and athletics, especially with such high expectations throughout the year?
Yeah, for sure. School has really always been my first priority. This year especially, this is my last semester being a student athlete and a student in general. So expectations and my workload are kind of piling up, and I just feel like this year more than ever, I've learned how to lean on my teammates a little bit more and how to delegate, where I need to. Luckily, I have a great support system. I have 2 of the best co-captains you could ask for, and I got great housemates that I get to come home to every day after training, after school, and they really take the load off sometimes. So that's
awesome. Yeah, school is so important. Schoolwork comes first, everyone. No, that's awesome, and congrats on that huge achievement. It's not easy to do. And you're a communications disorder major, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll switch it. We'll get back to that in a little, but on the flip side, game day preparation. So different topic. Game day prep is huge. Do you have any pregame rituals or routines that get you in the right mindset? What's the game day like? So
Saturday game days are a little bit more routine because it's the weekend, so you don't really have school or anything else to worry about at that time. So I always wake up early on game days. I can't really sleep in, or else I kind of get out of my groove and get a bagel, get a coffee, do some recovery, and I always do the mini crossword in the morning for the New York Times. And then the night before, me and my housemates always have to eat at least a pound of pasta. So that's really much it. That's I'm not super superstitious. So.
I love that. Wait, so two things. First thing, the New York Times games. I'm a big New York Times games person too. I love the spelling bee.
Yep, strands, connections,
yeah.
All of it.
So that's cool you do that. And where do you go to get the bagel? Tell me New Paltz Bagel.
I did go to Bagel Cafe probably up until junior year, but me and my house did recently switch over to the bakery.
Oh, the bakery's good
underrated.
Too. The bakery has those good dino nuggets.
Yeah.
Not the dino cookies, I meant to say.
Yes, but their bagels, unreal.
Oh, yeah. I got to try their bagel. I feel... Actually, I might have had one.
No lines ever either. Bagel Cafe, Saturday morning, guaranteed line out the door.
Yeah,
bakery, you walk in, you walk out.
You're so right. Yeah, shout out the bakery and New Paltz Bagel. Both big spots in New Paltz. But for me, I guess my pregame rituals, before the field, and yeah, I guess it does depend. Not really. The weekday and weekends can be different, but I need to make sure that I've ate something good. So yeah, New Paltz Bagel. Maybe I'll get a peach smoothie too. I run all my errands. I need to have a clean room. Sometimes
that's definitely one. I left that out, but yeah.
Sometimes during the week, it could get a little messy here and there, but it needs to be clean. I need to come back from game day with a clean room and 100%. Just in the right and make sure that I'm in the right headspace. And then on the field, I need my wrist tape, eye black, sunflower seeds, Arizona iced tea, energy drink, the whole thing, and the pregame playlist just blaring on the field. Those are my that's my pregame prep. So pregame prep is important, everyone, for your mind, and so you could show up on the field. And stretching too. Stretching is cool.
It's given.
All right, so enough of me right there. Let's get into the good stuff. So last year in 2023, you broke a ton of records in New Paltz women's soccer history. For as long as the program has even been in order, you have the lead for single season goals at 12. Single season points at 31, and all-time goals. So you broke the all-time goals record last year with 27, but you now sit at 33 lifetime currently. What does it mean to you to have broken these records?
It means a lot. I take a lot of pride and a lot of joy in these accolades and the accomplishments, but you really can't stress enough how those things don't happen without a great team, a great coaching staff, and all the stuff in between. I remember Coach Mike telling us a story recently about the first guy to break a 4-minute mile, and then the second guy to do it broke his record a few weeks later. So that's my hope for, all these records and all these accolades, that in 4 years I get to come back and hand a game ball off to another girl who broke these records and just watch this program continue to grow and, reach new ceilings.
Yeah, you hope it gets broken. Well, it's such an honor. I mean, they're just unbelievable accomplishments, and when you commit to play soccer here, let's say senior year of high school, obviously you have the confidence to come in and make an impact, but you don't know the extent to which you'll leave a mark on a program. You know what I'm saying? So to solidify yourself as one of, if not the best New Paltz women's soccer player ever, that is such a special thing. So I know your teammates and family are probably so proud. Hats off to you, and keep running up those numbers and wins. Not done just yet. So on top of that, how did it feel when you found out you were named the SUNYAC Player of the Year? Who were you with when you found out? What was that moment like?
I wish I could give you a way better answer than the one I have, but I had just woken up from a nap, and Coach Mike had called me and let me know, you won SUNYAC Player of the Year. I was completely disoriented, didn't know what day it was, didn't know where I was, as one is when they wake up from a nap. And I don't think it really registered until like 1 or 2 days later. Like, I don't think maybe Coach Mike sent it in the group chat. I don't know. I don't know how other people found out because I didn't even tell anyone, I don't think. But it was when it finally sank in, I just remember feeling such gratitude and was completely humbled. I just remember wanting to text the team immediately just to thank them for, everything and all the support they've given me. And, obviously thanking my coaches as well. But, the girls carry you through the lows and support you through the highs, and I can't thank them enough for that.
That's amazing. I love that answer. The absolute MVP of the conference. What a year for you. Plus, once you start seeing the graphics all on the social medias, it's gratitude is a good word. And then to be rewarded in the classroom as well, like with the Women's Soccer Scholar Athlete of the Year. How rewarding did that truly feel, especially saying that schoolwork comes first?
Yeah, like I said before, I've always taken a lot of pride in my schoolwork, and luckily I've had coaches from a young age growing up that stress the importance of, academic success and making sure that, you're taking care of what you need to in the classroom. That way, when you get to the field, you're not worried about anything else, or nothing else is holding you back in that sense. And again, just the people I'm surrounded with, the girls, even in warm-ups are either talking about soccer or they're talking about school, going straight from training to Starbucks to study, or, having a long day of lift and film and practice and going to the library at night to get their work done. It keeps you inspired and keeps you motivated to make sure that you're doing everything you can.
Yeah, between early classes, late night studying, and then conditioning, balancing social life. It's not easy, and you figure it out as the years go on. So I just want to highlight how dope it is to be recognized both on the field and in the classroom, like to that extent. So that's unreal, and congratulations. To keep going, so clearly you've achieved so many great things here so far throughout your career, but like us all, you can't get there alone. So I know you've been mentioning it throughout your answers, but how has your team culture supported your success so far, and what role do your coaches, teammates, and even parents play in all these achievements?
Yeah, for sure. So I think our team culture is super important in, these individual successes and accolades, not just for me, but for other players as well. We always celebrate each other. We're always celebrating, any achievement, any accomplishment. We'll celebrate a goal in practice the same way we would scoring against a nationally ranked team or whatever it is. So making sure that we're recognizing small steps and small accomplishments always lead to the bigger things. And I just think our team does a really good job of that. We're super big on high fives. We love high fiving.
I love that. It's great camaraderie.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, just, that positive energy bringing into practice and going into games, just celebrating each other constantly, I think is what gets us to where we are.
No, that's so cool. And women's soccer team with high fives. That's how we are with fist bumps, but you got to blow it up.
Yeah. Coach Mike's a big fist bumper.
Yeah, but have to blow it up. Otherwise, it pisses me off.
He's strict on that too, yeah.
But yeah, just talking to your teammates, I could feel that you guys are very gelled and supportive, and I really like the dynamic that your team has, because I've talked to Maddie Franklin, Lainey Schmitz. For me, the confidence, and it also all comes from within too. But my teammates, they're all dogs, and I know they have my back as well as coaches. And my family's so supportive. They show up to games, get rowdy, and I'm blessed to have a support system like that. But when I step into the batter's box, even though I'm going up there alone, I have everyone with me. So I know that you feel the same way when you're out on the field,
Absolutely.
Let's go over to a different note. So I'm a center fielder in baseball, and I'm always adjusting my position based on the batter, situation, even the weather. It could be snowing, raining. As a forward in soccer, how do you adjust your positioning based on the defense and your teammates during a game? I'm curious, what factors do you focus on when deciding where to be on the field?
Yeah, so typically, even though I'm a forward, I like to withdraw a lot and kind of get low in different pockets. And obviously last year there was a lot of noise surrounding my name, so this year I find myself double-teamed or double-marked a lot, which can be tough sometimes, but it honestly has been really great because it's opening up space and new pockets for our other forwards to.
And it's a compliment.
Right. Doesn't hurt the ego at all. But no, it's been really cool. Coach Mike has been, moved me into midfield a little bit just to try something new and have myself faced up to goal a little bit more rather than having my back and have back to goal and having to turn. But it's been awesome. Facing up to goal is great because now I'm able to find Brooke or Gabby or Paris or one of our other forwards, Kennedy, coming into and setting them up for some new opportunities. So that's been really cool. And just focusing on, you know, how much space are they giving me? Because if they give me an inch,
it comes natural to you.
Yeah, I'll take a mile.
So like another relation with baseball, like for me, making a quick decision after catching a ball, like where to throw it, it can all change the outcome of a play. Like I bet when you're near the goal, you face not pressure, but you know it's happening so fast. I bet you face similar pressure deciding whether to pass, shoot, hold the ball. You know, like even though it's a different sport, I think there's similarities within our positions. So yeah, I just thought that was something. You know, we work quickly on our feet, and the reaction time is huge, which is important for all sports. All right, so let's dive a little deeper. So your team is on the hunt for your first championship, but you guys have won once in 2011. How has that goal shaped your approach to the game this season?
Our team's motto this year is to pursue excellence, and I think we do a really good job of doing that. Obviously, you know, every team meeting, when we bring up goals, SUNYAC Championship comes up and is always in the mix, but I think our team does a really good job of just taking the days as they come and making sure that we're winning the next game, we're winning the practice, we're winning the warm-up, and we're doing everything we need to do, all those little steps to get to where we want to be. And yeah, I mean, I'll brag about them till I'm blue in the face, but this group of girls, there's no better group to get this job done.
Oh, yeah. I love that. Yeah, like all the prep, you know, getting there to win a championship, you know, that it all happens before that game is played, but like way before. It all starts preseason. You know, you guys come here. It's different because I'm a spring sport. You're a fall sport. You guys come here way early. When do you get here on campus?
We get here August 17th, usually around that time. We had about a week or two of preseason before we start non-conference play. Plus,
I bet there's summer conditioning. You know, so getting in that championship mindset, it all starts so early. You know, every practice. I like how you said that you celebrate goals like it's a national championship or whatever you said, like a regional game, something like that. It's important to practice how you play. So, no, that's cool. So as you hunt for your championship, yeah, it all starts beforehand and it all leads to get there. So that's awesome. And you never know what can happen. Don't let the Hawks get hot. Don't let them get hot.
We know. Nobody else knows, but we know.
So, no, they will know. So what would winning a championship mean to you personally? And how do you see it not only influencing your legacy here at SUNY New Paltz, but how would it feel to leave behind that kind of impact and finally hoist the trophy?
I mean, obviously it would mean the world. Talking about, I'll get into the senior classes specifically. I don't think there's any more deserving group to go out as SUNYAC champions. We've been working towards this since freshman year. Some of us have transferred in. The senior class feels like we've known each other for 10 years. So I just, you know, I think we all want to do it for each other, and I think we all want to set a standard before we leave here for the younger girls that this is what we're capable of, and don't shoot for anything less at this point because, you know, the talent is there, the heart is there, the grit is there, and we all want it. So it would mean everything.
As we always would say, go to war.
Go to war.
Go to war. All right, so here, we're going to go to a quick PSA break right now, and then we'll be right back to get into the Hawk Quick Pitch.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too.
Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
Okay, we back. All right, so each episode I've been doing this, but finally named it. We're going to do Hawk Quick Pitch. So I'm going to shoot out a bunch of curveball questions at you, but direct questions, and you answer as fast as you can. So it's rapid fire time. I got 20 for you.
Gotta lock in.
Yep. All right, let's get started. What's one thing people would be surprised to learn about you?
Oh, I used to play center back, and I can pogo stick with no hands.
No way.
I came up with two answers because I figured one of them was soccer related. One of them was
We're going to
cool.
need film on that eventually. Wow. Go-to hype song before a game.
Otis, Jay-Z, and Kanye West, even though I am a Swiftie. Shout out Tim Kaine. Shout out men's soccer.
That's a good one. Most memorable moment in your athletic career so far?
A 6-point weekend my freshman year versus Plattsburgh and Potsdam, and coach got us ice cream after.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What flavor?
I always get chocolate.
Chocolate?
100%.
I like apple pie.
It was McDonald's. It was McDonald's ice cream.
Oh.
It was McDonald's ice cream. So slim pickings, but I got chocolate.
Well, here, we'll add this on the spot. Stewart's favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, salted caramel cheesecake or chocolate peanut butter cup.
Oh, okay, cool. If you could add a rule in soccer, what would it be?
That you can wear jewelry. Look good, feel good, play good.
Oh, perfect answer. What's your pro soccer player comparison?
Abby Wambach, because she can take the ball out of the air like no other.
Most used app on your phone?
TikTok. Hands down.
Me too.
It's embarrassing, honestly.
Favorite class you've taken at New Paltz?
Ooh, ASL 1 and 2.
The Women's Scholar Athlete of the Year.
ASL. Great class, great professors. If you could take it, do it.
Now, what does that stand for from an outsider?
American Sign Language.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Favorite TV show?
I'm just going to think of one. How I Met Your Mother or Ozark.
Ooh, Ozark was good. I watched that. Do you like the home or away jersey better?
Home. I like the white.
All white?
White kits, yeah.
Love it. Favorite thing to do when you're not playing?
Nap or cook.
That's real. Love a good nap. Best part of game day?
Tailgate after a win, though, specifically.
Good food, good times.
Which we only win, so.
They only win?
Yeah.
Best win this season so far?
Farmingdale, because it was my birthday. If not, Mount St. Vincent. That was fun.
We beat them too, Mount St. Vincent.
Yeah.
Best quality a teammate can have?
Reliable and adaptable.
I like that. Hardest part of balancing school and soccer?
My passion for napping.
Big napper. You make me laugh because I'm a huge napper too. So
it gets in the way sometimes.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Fastest player on the team?
Fastest player on the team, Parisburg.
Loudest player on the bench or field?
Mia Baldinger or MJ.
One word to describe yourself as a player?
Driven.
Favorite field to play on?
South Turf.
Other than the South
If
Turf.
not, I really liked playing at Mount St. Vincent. That was really cool. Over the water. Yeah.
Favorite Taylor Swift song?
Ooh. I could give you my favorite Taylor Swift album.
Okay.
Folklore.
Favorite Taylor Swift one. And biggest inspiration?
I'm going to go Sophia Smith, U.S. Women's National Team player.
Cool. So that's the quick pitch. I love doing that with everyone. That was a good one.
That was fun.
Went through the 20. You made me laugh. Napping. Also, on a different note, everyone be sure to vote for the Hawk Athlete of the Week on @NewPaltzHawks Instagram story and website. You can find it and click the link and vote for who you think had the best performance this week. Rachel won last week, so congrats to her. And voting starts every Monday and ends Tuesdays at 11 a.m. It's only open for 24 hours, so be sure to get your votes in. You listeners get to choose the next guest on the show as well. So who do you think had the best week, and who would you like to hear on the show? Also, just wanted to highlight last Wednesday specifically. Field hockey continues to roll, and they're 11-1. They beat FDU Florham 3-0, thanks to goals from Rachel Tama, Miranda Britton, and Megan Gunning. Men's soccer also beat Morrisville 3-2, thanks to 2 goals from Brandon Danulo and another from Brian Lazama. Those two have been killing it, so shout out men's soccer. And I figured we keep it light. We got 8 minutes left, so we're going to do a little quick trivia time.
Whew.
And no peeking over here. So throughout your career, how many multi-goal games do you think you've had in your career? Here, it's a multiple choice. A, 9, B, 6, C, 8, and D, 11.
What was it? 9, 8, 6, 11?
9, 6, 8, 11.
I think 6.
You've had 8 multi-goal games.
Wow.
Throughout your 4. Now, do you remember your very first multi-goal game in your career?
It might have been a scrimmage, though. I remember freshman year it was Hartwick. That was a scrimmage, though, so I don't think that counts.
Nope, doesn't count.
Oswego.
Oswego,
was
right.
the first one?
Yeah.
Nice. That was a good one. That
You're
was
right.
that was a double overtime also.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool.
So, out of your 4 seasons playing, do you know the highest amount of goals the team has scored in one game?
Yes, Buff State last year, 9 goals.
It was very, very recent. So
Shout out Gabby Treble, record-breaking 4 goals in a single game, record-breaking performance.
She already beat me to it. I was going to say, last year versus Buff State. Also, shout out to your teammate, Gabby Treble. She broke the record for single game goals and points, but she beat me to it. That's a good teammate right there. Yeah, scoring 4 goals and 8 points total that game was a dominant performance. And what was it like having watching your teammate have a career game like that?
Oh, that was awesome. I mean, I don't think we ever – well, obviously, we've never beaten a team that by that many goals before, so just watching her ball out for however many minutes, I don't even think she needed that much time to score like 4 goals, so that was so cool to see, and getting to celebrate her post-game was just awesome.
That's so cool. Yeah, shout out Gabby.
Shout out Gib.
Another one. How many shutouts did you guys have in 2023?
Oh, geez. A lot, I think. Is this a multiple choice?
It's not, but you know what? I'll give it to you on the spot. 7, 6, 9, or 5.
I really like the number 6, but I'm going to go 7.
No, you had 6.
It was 6?
So 6 shutouts.
No.
And how many shutouts have you had so far in 2024?
Oh, okay. Give me a sec. How many games have you played? How many?
You've played 14.
We let up a goal against Montclair. How many games have you played?
We've played 14 up to this date right now.
Oh, so we have, 12 shutouts? 13?
Nah, you've had 8.
What? Why am
8
I
shutouts, but you had...
Oh, I'm thinking... I can't think of non-conference games. All right, well, Maddie Franklin's just lit, so...
Yeah, shout out Maddie.
I thought we had, like, all 14.
She was the 3rd guest on the show, and she was dope, so shout out Maddie. Who has played the most minutes so far for your team this season?
Maddie Franklin.
Other than Maddie?
Lexi? Oh, one of our center backs, Hannah Dubb or Emma?
Emma Vogue.
Emma! Let's go!
Emma Vogue, over 1,000 minutes so far.
How could I not think of the CBs?
And speaking of minutes, how many minutes do you think you've played in your career so far? A, 2,996. B, 3,245. C, 3,887. Or D, 3,791 minutes. Whole career.
It's definitely 3,000. I'm sorry. Read the last 3 options again.
3,245, 3,887, and 3,791 minutes.
3,791.
Good guess. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Which is just nuts.
Right
and
in
then,
the middle.
Do you know the most amount of minutes you've ever played in a single game?
Was it 90?
101. You played.
Oh, because we used to have overtime. I literally forgot.
Double
we don't
OT,
we don't have OT anymore.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Now, throwback question for you. Who led the team in goals and scored the game-winning goal in the 2011 SUNYAC Championship game?
Sam.
2011 SUNYAC Championship?
Was it Sam? Or was it... No. She was the record holder for goals. So that's what I'm thinking of.
Shelby Kondelka.
Mm.
And
I'm sorry, Shelby. I'm so sorry, Shelby.
And she had 9 goals that year.
Wow.
Shout out, Shelby.
Shout out, Shelby.
Champs.
I'm so sorry.
And speaking of goals, how many goals has your team scored this season? No multiple choice, just off the dome.
Oh, man. 26.
Oh, that's a good guess. 27, though.
What? Oh,
20, you're off by 1.
Go. All right, I'll take that. That's a win.
And then the last little one I have for you, how many wins have you been a part of since 2021, since freshman year? How many overall wins have you had in your career up to date? A, 30, B, 34, C, 38, and D, 39 wins.
34?
Yep. Which is nuts because you basically average a goal a game. You have 33 up to this day. Nice. So that's unbelievable. And another like quick fun fact, since 2022 you guys are 16 and 7 in away games. With you guys going to Buff State and Oneonta coming up to end the year, how are we feeling going into those games?
Oh, we're so excited. I mean, it kind of feels like a new season coming up after senior day. You kind of not ditch the fun, but it's time to really lock in. We're getting in the thick of October, and November's around the corner. So, we're really excited to just make sure that we take care of business these last few SUNYAC games so that we put ourselves in a good spot for playoffs.
Hell yeah. You guys must be fired up.
Yeah.
Finish strong. Let's go. Roll right into the playoffs. All right, I'm going to shoot out the upcoming home games on campus again quickly. We got just a couple minutes left. Wednesday, October 16th, women's soccer. Shout out women's soccer, of course. Is looking to stay hot. They play SUNY Plattsburgh at 3 p.m. at the South Turf. Saturday, October 19th, men's soccer senior day versus Buff State at 1 p.m. on the South Turf. And then for away games, where you could find the live streams and live stats all at nphawks.com. Wednesday, October 16th, men's soccer plays at Plattsburgh, 3 p.m. Friday, October 18th, women's volleyball plays at Cortland at 6 p.m. And then Saturday, October 19th, men's and women's cross country. They have a meet at Rowan at 11 a.m. Field hockey plays at Christopher Newport in Virginia at 11 a.m. as well. Women's soccer plays at Buff State at 1 p.m., like I said before. And women's volleyball at SUNY Morrisville at 4:30 p.m. So you can visit nphawks.com to see full schedules, news, rosters, recaps of games, photo galleries, everything you need you'll find on the site. And if anyone listening has any questions regarding our athletic events and news, this is the place to be, as well as following at New Paltz Talks on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X to stay up to date with all info to support your athletes. I just want to say I really, really appreciate anyone tuning in again for this 6th show tonight. And be sure to come by next Monday live from 7:30 to 8 p.m. on WFNP 88.7 FM for more news, updates, and another special guest appearance from the New Paltz Athletic Hawk of the Week. That'll be revealed later this week on all socials, so stay tuned. Let me catch my breath real quick. Had to go real quick. We're on a little time up. Rachel, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on, giving insight.
Thank you for having me.
We got the Player of the Year, MVP, in here. The women's soccer team is dope. It's been a pleasure to talk to Rachel and her teammates so far. I hope you guys play freely, have fun, and win that SUNYAC trophy. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
And to conclude this 6th segment with the lyric of the week, changing it up for Rachel since she's a big fan, and to represent the women's soccer team, from Taylor Swift and her song Long Live. Bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered.
I love it, Mike. Awesome.
Roll Hawks, and let's go Mets.
Roll Hawks.
Peace.